I really will. And sharing this story will help more of us to truly drop the mask of performing and performance for a dead system that you were never meant to be a part of in the first place. Now, before I go uh, more deeper, I just want to share something. Pretty much a little mini testimony of self and the Divine Mother. How truly we are never alone. You're never alone. Um, and boy, did I have a certain chain of events that had inspired even me wanting to talk about this in this manner, in this way. Why the sun rain down on me? Baby, just take your time. I know life get hard sometimes. Oh, wow, the sun just rained down on me. 'Cause baby, it gets hard sometimes. But you don't have to lie to yourself anymore. 'Cause baby, it gets rough sometimes. But you should still smile and carry on. So lesson. So yes, creating a completely new reality, right? You may have started with a shared bond, right? But then in another perspective, why would I want a bond? I don't want to have a bond mate. I've been there, locked away behind some bars. Can't get out because of a bond, right? It's for another time. But I'm gonna connect the dots here and now. You don't want a bond. You don't want someone constantly trying to place blame and erasure of your true divinity and originality at that. Toot that horn to that. Okay? You are your own creation. We weren't meant to have another attempt to hijack your own story, which is what we see a lot today. A lot of hijackings, a lot of killings, a lot of mysterious, anything can happen, but it can't, and I won't allow it to. Not with me standing here with nature, not with nature standing up right with me, for me. We won't allow that. We won't permit that. So I had a real day today. And I'm here to speak this truth, to know even in the midst of your shakiness, your weariness, hell, your bent out of shapeness, you just tired, right? But never be so tired that you give up on yourself. So here's one of the moments. So many people are so used to just wanting to, Photoshop their way either into your life or around you to say that, hey, look at me as this version, right? But when it's coming from half-hearted truths to not being even real with your own self and how you feel and your own personal dynamics, what good is it going to do me? I only stand for the real. As I choose to walk this walk daily, there's no script. There's nobody in front of me. Okay, this is what you gotta do. Yeah, son. You get it like this, son. Why would you even want that? Want to permit someone else in your mind for? I really see a rainbow in front of me. So this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A lovely 222 moment. You know, cooperation. Blissing those right where they are. You know, because it's just a lot of shams and this thing that we're in is a lot of self-proclaimed wizardry, truthfully. And I never did side with it. That's why they go so hard to break you down, truthfully. When you're the original blueprint, trust, you're going to feel it, you're going to know, you're going to feel it, you're going to feel it. And it's not all for no TV, K-pop drama world. It's real life. They always going to plant the seed of doubt. Especially when they think that you are self-reluctant to go ahead and go on that self-starting journey for yourself. Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. And I stand here today, come on, I don't give a fudge cake about how I'm viewed in today's time and in the eyes of another. I stand for truth. It is what it is. So, to piggyback off that, right? Especially when you expect that, this is something worth sharing or should be some in a form of good news, right? But there's not too many that want to see that. They don't want to see it. It's too much complacency on hurt wounds and being codependent on false security. Where you think you safe at, you ain't safe. Because you're not right within your mind and your heart. You disconnected and you just suppressing it all and hoping that it magically goes away without actually dealing with nothing. So you do the antagonizing role, maybe the dark empath out here running amok. You need me. No, I don't. Go on ahead with your bad self, because that's all it is. Go on ahead. I just want to stop and say I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. Right? You know, the bumblebees be cheering for me. They be buzzing by my ear daily. And that's even a sign within itself. You got something good coming for you still. So go ahead and work it out. Right? So life lesson for today. When all the no's came my way, when you do ask for support, but they want to keep things superficial. Why we got to keep things superficial for? Why you still want to play that role in such an outdated module, right? That's only going to keep you bonded in someone else's will for you. Real talk. You're not even living your by your wholeness. So I'm grateful for these signs, because spirit just be like, be present and pay attention. That's where presence come in. You have to know your worth and when to just go ahead and be silent. Be like, okay, this is the capacity, you know. So one is so used to running, what you running for? The Divine Mother gonna meet you at every corner and anyway. So what did you do? Why you running? It is what it is. So let's get on with my own personal truth. I give myself grace. I need to feel that. Take a moment, just stop and give yourself grace. You've been on this walk of life for way too long, all right? Shit's been a-blazing, all right? Stop and give yourself grace. I give thanks. So even when no one else is here in the physical, I see my own triumph, right? The earth catches me still. Now you know I'm gonna always come just float on top of this land, this beautiful openness that she preserves and reserves for me. She holds me when I release. Even when letting go feels like falling. I walk in my sacredness. And that is not meant for those around you to quite enter and even overstand your sacredness. You just have to live by it, show it. Without giving so much of myself away. Letting go of the superficial. Whether that's in partners, spouses, friends, anyone still head in the system. Still want to operate, no matter how good they talk. They're not even able to mind their own thoughts. Legs may be shaking when they sit alone. Their head down. They in a frantic panic. You just subdued by spirit because you're so used to being suppressed, used to being voiceless, or used to just saying it don't got nothing to do with you, right? And falsehoods. When someone wants you to recall their events so bad, you know it's not true. You know you don't have to go along with it just to get along. Because when you really trust in your higher self to go ahead, they ain't gonna take your hand down because you gotta be real. You gotta make amends with your higher self. So it ain't gonna be no cookie cutter. You're gonna feel it all till you finally release it all. Deplete yourself empty from all of the nonsense that was drilled in your mind. I had to face my dark night. So, nah, it don't feel too bad. But do I be feeling it in the heart space? Yes. Do it feel like it still can get the best of you sometimes? Oh, yes. This is just a new marking, right? Because I wholeheartedly know that it's always room for improvement. Not that self-loathing talk that y'all like. I cut it out. But is there always room for improvement? Yes. So I'm grateful. I look like I'm alone, but I got a guardian right there. And we huge. We ain't coming to play. We severing this karmic cycle for good. And it all starts with you. And remembrance of who you are. So even if you feel like you're starting over again, just having that one key component. You never have to deal with no puppetry and false shadows ever again. No matter what the physical make things look like. I am truly my beloved, truly beloved, because they know. Do trials create the purification? As I go ahead and seal up my energy and visualize the black flame going from roots up my spine, go ahead and cast out them strays, them rays, right? Of feeling like you had to accept certain contracts out of defeat, accept certain things out of survival, accept certain things out of the you can eat from this hand or you can take from this one, but you can never have both. Okay, so even if it's just one step at a time. So now I'm gonna go a little bit into it. I'm basically, when you're rebuilding, start over from scratch. Like, okay, you got the experience, right? You did it times before. But now it's like, why does it feel a little unstable? Why is like the energy trying to gravitate you towards, oh, I don't need for nothing. I'm still, I'm only human. So will I go ahead and ask for certain support with things? Yes. Now when everybody awaken to that call when it's time? No. So that's when you know the importance of keeping it moving anyway. Okay? So I just shut it down. I needed a ride to get somewhere. And I went ahead and made that plan. It was a new start. So even when one door opened, and it seemed on the surface level, this physical aspect, it ain't working out for you. It's always, always, always something else. When you do not succumb to the falsehoods of what your two eyes see. And I'm grateful. I'll never lay my head in defeat. But after this moment of really like, wow, I'm thinking it's an opportunity. You expecting, well, truthfully, no expectations. No expectations, right? But get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them. They just want to Photoshop you in. But that don't make it real. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. I'm too pure for that. Get rid of them. It's best truly not to talk much. Just be real. Especially when one is a whole aid and willfully choose to be subdued in bondage. Just let it go. And that's exactly what I did. I held on to the earth. So boom. I took one of the little driver services. But they like, oh, it's going to be, pricey, dicey, everything spicy. So I'm like, right? And some just stirred and some else stirred. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a couple minutes. Can we reschedule, the place or whatnot? They saying, no, this gonna be the final thing or whatever. But I'm grateful. I don't just let people words castrate me or let their thought process to intertwine my own. So after riding around for a bit, I'm like, just bring me back, right? So the little service person like, oh, I could just bring me back. And I'm loving this sign. She move when I move, just like that. She move when I move, just like that. All right. And so when I come back, that individual said, don't worry about it. You don't gotta pay. So thank you, right? Not out of scarcity, not out of feeling left behind or something else isn't in the works for me. But it's always good, to be open to just I want to say to your everyday blessings. So I go on over here, sit back in the grass. I'm laying in the grass, and my heart kept telling me, sing. I'm like, nature, what you talking about? I'm crying in the grass, y'all. I'm crying. She's talking about some sing. Whew. But today, that driver chose not to charge me, right? And still I released anyway. Not from lack, but from trust. Because my wealth is not measured in coin. It is measured in how I stand in truth and how I keep my spirit uncluttered. No matter who supports me, I am supported by something greater. I wholeheartedly know that. I'm just, I am. Forever will be. Real talk. Here today, gone tomorrow. I still say thanks. Right? So please remember to give yourself grace. And long behold, I get into a conversation with someone who asks, are you looking for work? Are you looking? And I have a whole nother thought process how I feel with the system. This thing that is intertwining on itself. And I'm going to mention it again. I am starting a brand new pathway that has never been seen, nor done, nor heard of before. And it's starting with the Kim Rael Light Code Sanctuary, where you truly learn how to use the power of your thoughts, which is truly using your soul power, your inner sun. All right? Sun. What's the call, sun? We heard you been looking for sun. But what you looking for looking right back at you, sun. You ain't never alone, sun. So go ahead and post it up, sun. Use your voice anyway and sing your song, sun. Cause that's just how we get on, sun. They might call your names and say huffing this and that, wanting to blow down your domain. But what, you the sun. Go ahead and tone it up, sun. Go ahead and dance in the rut, sun. Because this your new beginning, you ain't done, sun. Get up, sun. Go ahead and move out the rut, sun. Sunny sun. This for you, sun. Life is always getting better, sun. You just go ahead and get prepared, sun. Smile anyway, sun. Sun. Authenticity. Nature stays by my side. She encourages me to stay in my flame, shine brighter than bright. She will always say, hey, hey, call out my name. Go ahead and plant that feed. 'Cause it's not a game, son. Real talk. So, more about this Ken Rael Light Code Sanctuary. You finally learn how to truly defend yourself against the masses that be under psychosis and really trying to interject such divineness with whether jealousy or spitefulness, and you real when someone really question you because they see how other people love you, right? Whether they in your, it's always going to be strange or whatever. It's odd, but it's not that unfamiliar. Hence why they always show up as them familiar spirits, friends, spouses, partners, whatever. That job that's just holding you dry. You still wondering 2.5 weeks later, when we gonna get this? And they keeping you on the edge of your seat. It's coming soon. You still ain't see a dang thing. And your inner chi is being depleted. So this is why I'll definitely be going more in depth with ensuring strategies, light codes, strengthen up your everything. Get them chakras tuned right. Because again, it's a lot of talking heads out here. The blind leading the blind. Ain't nobody really been through nothing. They regurgitating stories they seen online. It's one thing to bring awareness, but it's another to really feel from the heart space. Cause you been there, lived there, and now here to talk about it. Okay. I don't know a lot. I only know what I need to know. I must know. But coming from the timeline that I seen, straight from the underworld, deep below the 9 underworlds. It's no joke. It's just not a game. And we are in serious times. So it's best we start taking heed of the signs. So I'm gonna get back to feeding these wops or bees or something. They've been trying to eat what I eat. All on my plate, folks. I may add a little photo I took of one last golden nugget. Well, it definitely won't be the last. The earth knows my name. The heavens witness my walk, and my soul remembers I am never alone. So, I am Ken Rael. We got work to do in this walk of life, in this reality. And oh, am I grateful. Much love.